Good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school football this evening from Alumni Field. It's freshman football here on Channel 15, PEGTV. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent this evening for the contest between the Raiders and the Colonels as the sun setting over in the west, the end of another beautiful fall day here in Rutland, and we'll have freshman football coming your way momentarily. We'll be back with the action in a few minutes. All right, welcome everybody. It's high school football tonight from Alumni Field. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent behind the camera, and we're ready for action here as we have the Brattleboro Colonels in town, and the kick is away, and it's taken by number 21 of the Raiders, John Gatto, as he hits the turf, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They'll go to work. Let's see where the ref will spot that ball. They're right about at the, we'll call it the 17. Well, he hasn't put it down yet, so. Just when you thought it was safe to put your TVs on again, I'm back, okay? So, and Stacy Kent, who does a great job on the camera. It's great to be working with her here. We're doing freshman football tonight, and we will have a junior varsity game on also. We'll be doing that game next week. All right, the Raiders go to work. Number 52 over the football, Jackson Smith for the Raiders. And the quarterback is number 24, Matt Lorman. A couple of, okay, they're set up in the I formation. First, the pitch back to number 23. It was 23. 23 for the Raiders, James Mee on the carry, and he lost. Ball is back about the 15-yard line, so it looks like he lost about 2 to 3 yards on the play. So the Raiders will have it 2nd down. And about 12, we'll call it. So your quarterback is John Gatto, number 21 for the Raiders. A couple of backs in the I formation behind the pitch back. And nice looking run out to the 30, over the 30. Nice run by number 23, and that's James Mee on the carry. So that's a nice run by me, and the Raiders will pick up the 1st down. So they'll have it 1st and 10, and it'll be at about the 34-yard line, 33-yard line of the Raiders. Freshman football tonight and JV football next week here on PEGTV. And he's got a wide out far side, 45. That's Maxwell Paquette. Couple of setbacks behind me, rolls it out. Lorman looking, and the pass looks to be complete. Waiting for the spot of the ball. Would they? Okay, I guess it was. Must be. There was a penalty marker down. We got a holding penalty against the Raiders, so that'll bring the ball back inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line, 16, 17-yard line. So the Raiders will have it 1st and long after the holding penalty. No score in the ball game. 10-17 left in the 1st quarter of play here from Alumni Field. Freshman football tonight on PEGTV. 45 is your wide out. That's a Paquette. Out to the near side now this time. And it looks like the Colonels have jumped offside. So it'll be penalty against Brattleboro. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So this will spot the ball up over the 20, about the 23-yard line. So the Raiders will have it 1st and a bunch. Still got a lot to pick up the 1st down. Single setback. No, it's still in the eye. As Lorman barks him out. And he loses the handle. See if he got it back. Yeah, it looked like he did recover. The Raiders did recover the ball, so it's going to bring up. They lost a little bit more on that play, so it's 2nd down and a bunch here for the Raiders. 24 coming back on, Matt Lorman is your quarterback. And in the backfield, they've been using number 23, James Mee. And also number 2, looks like John. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. It's either Michael or Mickle. Got a man in motion. The pitch back, and Mee's going to take it, but he's going to be dropped for a loss. As we're going to take a stab at some of these Brattleboro kids here. Look like 53. It looks like 53 was in on the tackle. Connor Heiner on the tackle for the Colonels. Raiders with a victory last week. From what I understand, they were playing in Middlebury and they were victorious against the Tigers last week. Now we got a wide out on the far side for the Raiders, and I can't quite see him. Could be number 8. It could be Zach Corsi. Look, and on the run, nice run by James Mee with the carry, and he got it up. Let's see where they're going to spot it. They're going to have a 4th down, I believe, anyways. Whoop. See, we're going to spot the ball right around the 27, 28 yard line. And the Raiders will have it 4th down, and back to kick is number 45. Paquette for the Raiders to boot the football away. Well, that's a nice kick. Number 7, oh, he drops it for the Colonels. That's Tony Martinez on the return across midfield, and he gets it across the way down close around the 40-yard line. There is a penalty marker that just came down late. So there is a flag on the play. Blocking in the back against the Colonels. So we'll assess this. 7:41 left here, first quarter play. Raiders and the Colonels tonight from Alumni on the PEGTV. So let's see let's see where they're going to actually mark this. It's okay inside the. All right, so we're looking at the 40, about the 47 yard line of the Colonels. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll go to work on the offense. No score in the ball game. 7:37 left here in the first quarter. The quarterback is number 7, Tony Martinez for the Colonels. And what do we got going here now? Okay, I guess they didn't have enough men on, or they made a substitution. So Martinez, the Colonel quarterback, now they didn't see any signal for a timeout, but both coaches out. Not sure who called the timeout. We'll take a short break and be right back. All right, back at Alumni here on the PEGTV. Freshman football, 7:30 left, first quarter of play. Colonels will go to work 1st and 10, as we got a full house backfield here for Brattleboro. And Martinez hands off, second man through. We got some daylight on the carry. Let's see, 23 came up with the tackle. Looked like Mee was involved in the tackle. Number 3 on the carry, DeShare Ward for the Colonels. So Ward on the carry gets it up over midfield. And we're looking at a 2nd down and about 3 for the Colonels. Brattleboro will have it just about the Raider 45-yard line. So they've got a couple of wideouts here. Near side is number 80, Will Laporte. Full house backfield again for the Colonels. Martinez got a man in motion. That's where they go with the pitch. There's a flag down, and it's probably going to be a procedure call. Let's see. We're going to have to sort this one out. The Raiders, I don't know who got the ball. Looks like the Raiders came up with the football No, I guess the Colonels recovered it. Martinez actually ended up with it. But there was a plethora, let's use that word tonight, plethora of penalty flags on the field. I'm trying to get the call here. Illegal shift by the Colonels. The Raiders will decline the penalty. So that'll bring up a 3rd down now. It'll push the Colonels back to about midfield. So they'll have the ball right around the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. And 1, 2, 3. about 3rd and 8. Let's make it 3rd and a long 8 here for the Colonels. No score in the ball game. First quarter of action. 6:37 left here at Alumni. After a gorgeous day, it's a beautiful evening. Martinez going to bark him out here, number 7. Colonel quarterback. He's got 20 in motion. That's Lesher. Lesher's going to get the football. And a nice, that slowed him down. Well, he's still going. And finally he's pushed out of bounds across the way. 45 for the Raiders. Maxwell Pocket kind of slowed him down. 27 was over there. Anthony Strangeway along with Pocket. I'm not sure who the Raider player was to finally push Lesher out of bounds, but at 4th down coming up for the Colonels. So again, no score in the ball game, first quarter, and they'll boot the football away back for the Raiders. 23, that's going to be James Mee, and also 21, it looks like John Gatto. So Gatto and Mee back deep for the Raiders. And let's see who's going to punt it away here. Ooh, well, we got another flag down. Ball got away from the punter, and he's trying to make something. That's Martinez. He finally tried to make something out of nothing there. On the tackle for the Raiders was 83, Braden Arnold. And there were flags on the play. All right, illegal motion against the Colonels declined. The Raiders are going to have great field position as they'll have it 1st and 10. And they're going to be in Brattleboro territory here. We're going to see where they spot it. Nice play, nice tackle there by Braden Arnold. Way to snuff out the play. That was a tough ball to handle by the Brattleboro punter, Martinez. So we got whistles. Got more whistles on the traffic cop here so far in this first quarter. First time working with Stacy, so she's gonna, I know her somewhat. We're rather familiar with each other, but I tend to throw some humor into the contest. Hey, you know, it's only a game. I know. So we got a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. I don't know what that whistle was for. I got one official holding his hands out, and I don't know. All right, we're ready to go. Clock's running, 5:55 left here. First quarter of action from Alumni freshman football. Now out to the near side here is Paquette for the Raiders. And on the carry, Mee. Nice carry by James Mee, number 23 on the tackle. It looks like number 7, Martinez for the Colonels. So he's plays quarterback, and he also plays pretty good defense there for Brattleboro. Nice run by Mee, picks up about 7, maybe 8. Looks like a 2nd down and about 2 for Rutland into the ball game, 24. Matt Lorman brings the play in from the sidelines. That's a Raider quarterback. Couple of setbacks now behind Lorman. Number 2 in there, John, we'll call him John Michael. And rolling out. Looking now, whoa, and he spun down. And there was a penalty. I know he got the, we got a holding penalty. I thought there might have been a face mask, but it's a holding penalty against the Raiders, so it's going to bring that play back. And that play really lost yardage, so now that'll cut into the even more so. We got a holding against the Raiders, so actually Brat's going to decline it. So it'll bring up, all right, so it's going to be a 3rd down, and we'll say about 7, 3rd and 7 for the Raiders, as we have no score in the contest. We're in the first quarter with 4:52 left in the first. Lorman barking him out, a couple of setbacks in the I formation. He goes to Mee. He's got a nice hole, nice opening there. And Mee gets it inside the 30. On the tackle is number 44, Colton Ravenna for the Colonels. So Ravenna with the tackle after a nice run by Mee. And that'll bring up a 4th. They're going to have about somewhere around 4th and 3, 4th and 4, somewhere in that vicinity as Paquette comes near side. Lone wide out. Lorman barking him out. There goes Me on the carry. And he's going to be enough to pick up the first down. Me, nice run. Got a nice hole there opened up for him on the tackle. Looked like number 5, Matt Gabriel. So Gabriel on the tackle after Me picks up the first down for the Raiders. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And the ball is just about at the 22-yard line of Brattleboro. That's your workhorse for the Raider backfield is James Me. Nice looking athlete there. There's a Raider offensive line doing the job. Rolling out, Lorman in trouble, and they're going to have him back right around the 30-yard line. So they lost some yardage on that play, lost about 8 yards. And so it'll be, they're going to mark this. Coming back, Lorman comes off here to the sidelines. He gets to play from your head coach for the Raiders, Greg Lewis, and your assistants are Mike Daly and Devin Siva. And I know Mike is, Mr. Daly's been around the program for many years. So we got a 2nd down for the Raiders, 2nd and long here. We've got Paquette now far side. Lorman barking him out here. A couple of setbacks. It goes, no surprise, to Me. Cuts through 2 or 3 kernels and then finally is stacked up. Let's see who's on the bottom of that pile there. Number 75, it looks like, for Brattleboro. Corey, you know what? It looks like you pronounce it Cliche, so we're gonna leave it at that. Cliche on the tackle. And hopefully I won't use too many of those tonight. So we have 2:34 left first quarter, and the Raiders are looking at a 3rd down and long, and they're just about at the 25-yard line. Lorman, a little razzle-dazzle by the Raiders, and 45 on the carry after the Maxwell Paquette on the reverse there as he came across, got the pitch. Nice play, picked up. Well, they got inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. So 4th down. They're looking at probably about 6 or 7 yards left here for the first. It's a 4th down situation for the Raiders. I don't see the field goal unit out there. So, and freshman football, you wouldn't expect to see much of that going on anyways. They're going to stay right on the ground. Not a big deal. 4th down is no big deal in freshman football. Nice hole, big hole opening up. And Me on the carry gets enough for the first down. Boy, that hole was so big you could have driven a truck through it. Me gets the first down. The Raiders are in business deep in Brattleboro territory. As they'll have it, let's see if this is going to be, yeah, it's inside the 10. So we're looking at a 1st and goal for the Raiders. And we'll call it the Colonel about the 7, maybe 8-yard line. So a nice run by Me, again, doing the bull work here this evening for that Raider backfield. Me on the carry picks up the first down. The Raiders a fresh 4 to work with here, and they're deep in Brattleboro territory. Lorman, hand off, and they're going to stack them up here. Nothing doing on that side. Carry was by John Michael, or Mickle. I don't see anybody I know, so I can't ask him what the correct pronunciation. I thought Ernie might know. Ernie knows everything just about. That has to do with, well, Ernie knows everything anyways. But I thought he might know the exact pronunciation, but that's fine. So we got a 2nd down for the Raiders. The ball, again, pretty much no gain on the play. May have picked up a yard. Not much there. We've got Paquette here on the near side as a wide out. Give us to Me, still on his feet, and he's into the end zone. There's the signal. Touchdown Raiders, and James Me appropriately will get the Raiders on the board as he's been doing a great job there carrying the ball this evening in this first quarter of play. 24 seconds left. In the first quarter, the Raiders on the board, so it's 6-0. Now, let's see if they're going to go for 2 here. again, me and Michael in the backfield behind Lorman. Going for 2 here. Lorman looking, wants to throw. He's got a man there. Whoa, it's too bad. He did make the completion. The pass was complete to number 22, Ryan Fenning. So Fenning came up with the catch, but unable to get into the end zone. So after the Raiders come down, they get the touchdown. It's the Raiders 6, the Colonels 0. We'll be back. All right, back in Alumni, and the first quarter winding down here. The Raiders are on the board. Nice run by, give me a second, James Mee for the touchdown from about 10 yards out to put the Raiders on the board. This is Martinez as he gets the ball on the kickoff, and he slips and goes down close to the 40. So Martinez on the return really can't, he went down on his own accord, so can't really give the Raiders credit for a tackle there. Colonels will go to work just to, let's see, well, they're going to spot it right around the 30. As soon as they get done playing toss and catch here, we'll spot the ball. There you go. Right about the, I thought it was closer to the 40, but they're going to call it around the 36. So 1st and 10, Colonels. Clock is running, and we're getting close to the end of that first quarter. Full house backfield for the Colonels as Martinez barks them out now. Handoff, second man through. And picking his way through that Raider defense, number 3 on the carry, Ward. And there's your buzzer to end the first quarter of play. The pickup on the play, let's see where they'll spot it here. It got it just about to the 45-yard line of Brattleboro. So after 1 quarter of play from Alumni, freshman football tonight, it's the Raiders 6 and the Colonels 0. Back in Alumni, second quarter of play, and Raiders with that 6-0 lead here. Freshman football tonight on PEGTV. First man through there gets in the Raider territory for the Colonels. Let me pick up the number here on the ball carrier. I think, give me a second here. Okay, you're going to make it interesting for me. We're going to give it to 44. So Ravenna on the carry. Looked like 64. I got the tackle for the Raiders, John Ligon. That's my best interpretation of the. And again, I apologize for mispronouncing the name, and hopefully the Raider parents can set me straight. And the second play from scrimmage in this second quarter here for the Colonels. Again, Ravenna on the carry. And I didn't get the number of the Raider tackler. So anyways, it'll be a second down and about just about 5. Second down and 5 for the Colonels, I should say, as Martinez, number 7, is your Brattleboro quarterback. Now they're going with a single setback at a 7, so that's got to be. Now there's a man in motion. He came out of the wideout and came across. 27 on the carry, still on his feet. The Raiders finally wrap him up there. 27 on the carry for Brattleboro's Diakite, and on the tackle was number 83 was Braden Arnold. So Arnold on the tackle, but not after the Colonels pick up the first down, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Now he hasn't been in the ball game all that much. And I'm not sure how you pronounce the first name, but I believe it's Diakite, number 27 for the Colonels. So a nice run there. And finally the Raiders able to wrap him up, a tackle by Arnold on the play. It'll set up a 1st and 10, and they have taken the timeout. I'm going to keep talking, which I don't have any trouble with anyways. Most people will tell you that. But so Stacy was wondering what a man in motion was. Now we just had that last play, that person that was at a wideout position, and he's allowed to do that. So just basically from that position he's allowed to come across, and so that's why we call it a man in motion. So we're learning as we go. All right, we're back in. We've got a 1st and 10 for the Colonels, and they have it just inside the Raider 25-yard line. There's a man in motion for Brattleboro. That's going to be number 3, Ward. Comes out to the wide side. Missed tackle there by one of the Raiders, and finally able to stop on the, let's see who gets the tackle there. Looked like 22 for the Raiders. I believe that was Ryan Fenning on the defensive end of things. So Fenning comes up with the tackle for the Raiders, and a gain of about 4 or 5 on the carry. Second down and a long 5, we'll call it. The ball inside the 20, we'll call it the about the 17, 18 yard line, somewhere in that vicinity. Martinez again barking him out here. He's got full house behind him this time. And he still carries. Martinez with the ball. Finally flips it. That's a loose football, and it's covered by the Colonels. Nice play by number 20 there. Lesher was able to, took a Colonel bounce, was able to come up with the football. And on the coverage for the Raiders was, looked like 42, 45, 45. Thank you, Stacy. 45. Paquette, he's all over the field this evening. He's in the backfield for he's actually a wideout for the Raiders, and he put a nice defensive play on the Colonels. Boy, what a beautiful sky. All right, so we've got a third down and about 7 here for Brattleboro. Loss on that play as the Raiders snuffed it out. Now Martinez still carrying. It looks like a set play because and there was a fumble. I don't know. I think the quarterback was down though. Looked like there might have been a loose ball there at the end of the play. So Martinez takes it on his own, gets it across the way there. I don't know. Didn't get much of anything really. Looks like he might have get a yard, possibly. So it looks like a fourth down coming up for the Colonels here. Second quarter play from Alumni. 9:23 left here, and the Raiders have a 6-0 lead. Single setback now. Now let's see who's moving here. Martinez, there's 3 in motion. See, you can only have that one guy, and the handoff straight through. Nothing doing there. Might have got a yard. They needed about 6 or 7, long 7. Didn't happen. The Raiders will take over. They'll have the football 1st and 10 here as the clock winds down to 9:03. Second quarter play from Alumni. Freshman football tonight here. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent, the camera person. And Stacy's been active in the community. Well, I met up with her last year and had the pleasure of coaching her son at Proctor. And I've seen a lot of Stacy's camera work, and I'll tell you, she does a great job, does a fine job. All right, so the Raiders will go to work here, 1st and 10. They'll have the ball roughly at about their own 16-yard line. Quarterback. And the handoff, oh, not bad at all. Got a nice run there on the carry. No surprise there, number 23, James Mee. So Mee, again, is he's the guy they're going to in that backfield. Runs straight up. He's a tall kid. I don't have his height there, but he looks like he's got some height to him. As opposed to the, and again, I'm not trying to slight anybody, but Matt Lorman there, small in stature, but I tell you, he's got a big heart, because anybody that plays quarterback, you can't be skittish. You got to hang right in there. So Lorman on the now it gives to Mee, crossed the way, almost got loose. Looks like a flag came down, so we're not sure what the call will be. Might be holding against the Raiders. Sometimes it's a holding penalty against Rutland. That's too bad, because Mee had a nice run, and he might have been off to the races there. He got past that last tackler. So this will be a holding penalty against the Raiders.
Anyone that is on the track needs to be with the team. Otherwise, please be behind the fence. Thank you.
Okay, we had an announcement made here, something to do with whoever was not with the team. Somebody's in a spot where they shouldn't be. Should be on the bleachers or on the bank, one or the other. Watching a good game here, though. It's 6-0 Raiders, second quarter of play, and the Raiders have the football. Second down, and it'll be long after that holding penalty. Floats it out there, and the pass is incomplete. And Lorman was looking for Paquette, was the intended receiver. A little bit over his head. And that's not an easy task for Matt, because he's got to be tough looking over those that not only his own lineman, but he's got the Brattleboro lineman coming in on him. So it's tries to float it out there over the top, and it was a little bit over the intended receivers had Paquette. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and long here for the Raiders. They have the lead, 6-0. 7:38 here in the second quarter. And we got a whistle. And the timeout is taken by the Raiders, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, back in Alumni, 7:38 left here as Stacy and I here reminiscing back, asking me about some of the Rutland history. And somebody hollered fumble, but I didn't see anything there. I'm not sure who got the kick. Chances are it was the Raiders that recovered it. So they'll retain possession of the football. Now number 10 checks in for the Raiders, Christian Rhodes. So Rhodes checks in. And let's see. Now, the way they're set up, it looks like, okay, they're going to punt it away. Boy, they was close to the end zone there. And Paquette kicks the ball, gets a nice Raider bounce, and kid from Brattleboro I thought was going to pick it up there. That's poison, pal. You don't want to pick that up. 52 downs the ball for the Raiders. That's Jackson Smith. So it'll be Brattleboro football. As the Raiders have a 6-0 lead here. That's your score from Alumni. Boy, that sky is just gorgeous. I wish you could see this, but I'm sure we can scan that just maybe for a... You did earlier? Okay. All right. It's just, I don't know. Man, I'm telling you, when you're doing games here at Alumni, I haven't done a game in a while. I do the PA on Friday nights, but I'll tell you, that's one of the nicest looking skies I've seen. And at my age, I've seen quite a few. So the Colonels go to work. Martinez, the quarterback, handoff, second man through. Got some room here on the near side, and that's a late hit. Yeah, I could see that coming. Well, he was clearly out of bounds. So number 20 on the carry for Brattleboro is Lesher. And, of course, the Raider faithful doesn't agree with the call. But he was, there's a white strip here that's on the sidelines. He was clearly beyond that, so when he was hit. So the penalty is going to go against unsportsmanlike conduct. It's going to be a personal foul against the Raiders. So the Colonels are going to be in great shape. They'll have it 1st and 10, and the ball at the 20-yard line. Martinez is your quarterback, number 7. A couple of setbacks behind him. Now 20 comes over now. So now they're doing a full house backfield. They got a single wide out here. Martinez on the carry. He's going to, nope, doesn't pitch it. And he takes it himself, and the Raiders got him stopped. Might have got a yard on the play. 22 was in there to lead the charge for the Raiders. Ryan Fenning and company for the Raiders. I'm going to try to pick up some of these guys because not a lot of them, not everybody gets in on a tackle now and then. So, yeah, I'll just throw some numbers out there and some names with them. 27, of course, for the Raiders. Anthony Strangeway. Some of these names certainly familiar. Siblings in the past have played the game, and that's just the way it is here, local football. All right, we got a man in motion for the Colonels. The pitch back, and trying to cut around the corner, and a nice tackle. Tackle by number 20. Oh, darn, I don't have, here we go. I was just saying that to somebody. Inevitably, every year there's always one game, and I don't have the name for number 20. Maybe we can ask somebody at halftime. Nice tackle by that youngster. As he came up, made the play on the ball carrier for the Colonels. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7 here for Brattleboro. Time is 5:14 left, second quarter of play, and the Raiders on top by 6-0. There's that man in motion again. First man through, big hole there. And number 44 for the Colonels on the carry, that's Ravenna. Got a Raider player getting up rather, well, hasn't gotten up yet. Now he gets up rather slowly. We'll give him credit for the tackle also. That's 83 for the Raiders, Braden Arnold. So Arnold makes the stop on Ravenna. So they picked up a few. They're going to have about a long 2 yards left, so about a 4th and 2 for the Colonels. Martinez again, man in motion. Again, Ravenna gets the call. There's a penalty marker down on the field. Ravenna was the ball carrier. He's getting close to that first down marker. Officials will discuss it, and we'll see what the call is here. Illegal shift on the offense. Good call, Stace. So that's going to drop the Colonels back. I believe that's a 5. Is it a 5? Yeah, 5-yarder. And now the Colonels will have it back about the 17, 18-yard line. 4th down. They got a bunch to go here. They got about, it's about 10 now. 10 yards to get that first down here. Martinez. He's got Ravenna behind him. There was a little movement in the line. And Martinez throws it out. He's got a man out there. It's caught, and it's touchdown. Nice play by the Colonels as they end up with a score there as Martinez threw it out there. I'm not, oh boy, this is going to be tough because I should have caught his number. It looked like number 80. Looked like Laporte came up with the football there on the reception. So we got a 6-6 ball game, and let's see what the Colonels do. Will they go for 2, or do they have someone that can kick that extra point? Usually freshman level, they don't practice a lot on those extra points. They usually stay with the 2-point conversions. It's usually once you get into your soft or your JV and obviously your varsity level, they spend more time on that PAT. Martinez wants to throw, and he doesn't have a man. He's got a man out there, but his throw goes awry. And after the touchdown, both teams coming back up the field. It's the Raiders 6 and the Colonels 6. We'll be back. 3:58 left here, second quarter of play, and it's a interesting game. We've got a good ball game brewing here. It's 6-6, the Colonels and the Raiders, and it's freshman football tonight on Channel 15, PEGTV. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent. And it is, it looks like Mr. Me. Look out, he's got an open. He's got some speed. And he's got a couple of guys to, oh, he plays defense while he carries the ball. That's awesome. He picked up a little extra yardage on that hit as Me comes up with the return. And he gets it deep into Brattleboro territory. A nice return by Me for the Raiders. They'll be in great shape here as they come out. And they'll have it 1st and 10. Let's see if they... Just about the 25-yard line of Brattleboro. So the Raiders 1st and 10, 3:47 left, second quarter. 6-6 ball game here from Alumni. And it is starting to cool off. Me in my shorts. Not October. Well, it's still summer as far as I'm concerned. All right, the quarterback, Matt Lorman, barks him out. Now he's got a man in motion, Paquette. And the pitch, or the handoff, second man through. That's going to be Me. Gets it just about to the 20-yard line. James Me on the carry. And again, Me has been, he gets it inside the 20. Nice run. Again, he's been the main ball carrier for the Raiders this evening. Done a nice job. 62 comes off the field for the Raiders, Matt Sheridan. 72 in there for the Raiders is Elias Janot. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I apologize if I mispronounce some of these names. Nice handoff. Goes to Me, gets inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. So Me on the carry. He's going to pick up another Raider first down, so it'll be, excuse me. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, the ball inside. We'll call it, about the 16. Oh, I'm sorry, it's inside the 15. I'm sorry, it's about the 12-yard line. So it's a 1st and 10. Ball at the 13. Pitch back. Goes to me. James Mee on the carry. They're going to snuff it out this time. They had 3 Colonel defenders right there. He got it close. He's down to about the 12. About the 12-yard line. So we'll call it second and a long 7 or 8 to go here for the Raiders. 2:38 left and counting in the second quarter play. We got a tie ball game, 6-6. It's the Colonels and the Raiders. Wednesday night football here on PEGTV. Barking them out, Lorman. There goes me, still going. Gets it inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up for the Raiders. Lorman ready to bring the play in from the sidelines. Tough kid. Matt Lorman, Raider quarterback number 24. 1:52 left here. The Raiders want to try to punch one in here before this first half comes to an end. Got a tie ball game. Got a couple of setbacks behind Lorman. Paw catcher wide out across the way. First man through on the carry. Got a first down. They're going to move the chains on this one. Had to be the other. Oh, shoot. Was it 20? 20 was in the ball game. He keeps going in. I feel bad because I don't have his name. They do it to me every time. Son of a gun. And he wouldn't be a JV player because they're all 9th graders on this, appropriately, on this freshman Raider football team here. 112 and counting. Raiders have a fresh set of downs, I should say. And look at this. He's going to take it himself. Lorman. Oh, he loses the football and he lost some yardage on the play. And he's mad at himself. So Lorman, boy, he had full head of steam there. It was they had a first and goal. And he lost some yardage, so he's back. And the clock is running. We're inside a minute. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout. Raiders will take a timeout. We'll take a short break. 42 seconds here, and Lorman's barking them out. Couple of setbacks behind them. Nice play. He's got me, and he took a Colonel into the end zone with him. Touchdown, Raiders. James Mee on the carry, and the Raiders go up 12-6. The Colonel defender came over to make the tackle in, and Mee just threw his shoulder into him and was not going to be denied. So he picks up the touchdown. He gets 6 for the Raiders. It's 12-6 now with 37 seconds left in the second quarter of play. And I'm trying to think back. I think that's his second touchdown because I think that's his second TD. He scored the first one for the Raiders. They didn't get the extra point conversion. So going for 2 here, freshman level football. And whoa, Lorman reaches up, grabs it, got a man. Whoa, Paquette had it in his hands and lost it. So the 2 points will go by the wayside. And both teams back up the field. It's the Raiders 12 and the Colonels 6. All right, back at Alumni, the Raiders have just scored a second time. They're up 12-6 in the ball game against the Colonels here. It's freshman football on PEGTV tonight. There's the kickoff. The up man for the Colonels will take it, number 80. And he gets it up close to the 45. And I don't have an 80. Oh, I do have an 80 on the roster. Laporte. That's Will Laporte for the Colonels. Not sure who the Raider tackler is. Let's give it to John Ligon. John Ligon, number 64. And again, I hope I'm not massacring that name. I tried to get some background on the pronunciations when I get up in the booth here, but all right, the Colonels will go to work. 1st and 10. They'll have the football just about at the Raider 45-yard line. Martinez, and they got him stopped. A nice play by the Raider defense. 27, 20. There's that number 20 again. I can give you 27's name. That's going to be Anthony Strangeway. So Strangeway and then number 20. So Hopefully if you're a grandparent or a parent and you're watching this ball game, you'll know who that is. So the Colonels will have a second down and about 9 to go here as we have, this first half, mercifully, 15 seconds left. We're just about on time because each half just takes just about an hour to play. We had a 6 o'clock start. There's a timeout on the field. I can keep talking. We've got plenty. We don't have to worry about. Back in the day, we used to have to worry about if we had enough tape on there. We got enough time. It's only a 2-hour tape or a 4-hour tape, and I used to cringe. So they tried to shut me up. Ernie tried to shut me up as much as he could. Let's see who else. It was Brian Mayhew I've worked with in the past. Brian and I started way back when the studios were up on North Main Street. Delphia Cable back in the day there. All right, so we're back in the we never left. We're 15 seconds left here, second quarter of play. Martinez got a man there, and his pass is complete. Across the 40 into Raider territory. On the reception, number 23 for the Colonels, and that was complete to Hurley. Nate Hurley on the reception, 23. On the tackle, it looked like Strangeway was in there, 27, along with number 23. Me was around the action there too. So it looks like the Colonels have called timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 8.3 seconds left in the second quarter of play, and the Raiders have done a nice job. They've had a couple of scores there. James Mee has been carrying the football, done a real good job here in this first half. Got the Raiders on the board, put them up 6-0 about midway through that first quarter of play. And then in the second quarter here, late in the second quarter, Mee on the carry, and they were down inside the 5-yard line there of the Colonels to pick up the second Raiders score. Colonels scored on a pass play from Martinez, and he hit, I believe it was Laporte, number 80 on the reception, and they got on the board in the second quarter of play. So that's where we are here. We're 12-6. The Raiders on top and ready to go here. Raiders looking at, or the Colonels are looking at a 1st and 10. They'll have the ball just inside that Raider 40-yard line. Falls backfield behind Martinez. First man, oh, no, I guess not. He's going to hold it. Still got it. Now he pitches it late. Nice play. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Nothing doing there. The Raider that knocked the ball carrier out, ball carrier was actually Ward that the quarterback Martinez pitched it to, and knocked him out of bounds was John Michael or Mickle, however you pronounce that. That's it. The first half of play is over here at Alumni. We have a score of the Raiders 12 and the Colonels 6. We'll be back with second half action momentarily. right, back in Alumni, and the Colonel's having trouble. Let's see, there's a fumble on there. And let's see, look, yep, the official is giving the signal. It's Brattleboro football. So back to Alumni, second half action. I've tied myself up with my glasses, and I'll figure it out here. Okay, I'm back. I don't have my eyes on, but I've got the main thing. And we're back on the air here. Raiders have a 12-6 lead as we get ready, as we're already into second half action. 11:54 left in this third quarter of play. Martinez is your Colonel quarterback. He's got a full house backfield behind him, and they go to work here at about the 37-yard line. Second man through, nice hole opening there momentarily. Nice tackle coming up, number 12. Darn, and he got the tackle, made a nice tackle there on the ball carrier. Kind of shaken up a little bit too. And I don't have his number. Son of a gun, that's 2. So number 20 and number 12. A nice tackle by number 12. Coming up to make the stop on the Brattleboro ball carrier. It'll be a second down for the Colonel. Second down at about 7. With 11:34 left here in the third quarter of play. 12-6, Raiders on top. Freshman football tonight from Alumni Field. Martinez got a lone setback now. That's Ravenna. He's got a man in motion, and Ravenna gets the carry. And he didn't get much. Wrapped up there by number 64 for the Raiders. Let's see, John Ligon. 66 in there. I'm looking for a 66. I got a 64. 83 out there. Braden Arnold. We've called his number this evening. 42 in the game there for the Raiders. Adler Billings. We get some of these Raider defenders in there because we want to try to get as many names into the ball game as we can. That's who it's for. It's for the kids. That's why we're here. Colonel's looking at a third down, full house backfield for Martinez. Barking him out, rolls it out to his right, looking. And the pitch back late as he was going to the ground. Nice play. Pitch back was number 20, Lesher. And I'm not sure who rode him out of bounds there. Let's see, last man popping up. Let's see if we can get his number here. 83, so that's going to be Braden Arnold. Arnold with the stop. We'll credit him with the stop across the way. And it'll bring up a fourth down for the Colonels. They picked up a little bit. It leaves them about 4 yards short here, the first. Fourth and about 4. 10:15 left. Clock running here in the third quarter of play. Alumni Field this evening for freshman football on PEGTV. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent. And this has been a good ball game. Good close football game. Martinez. Got a man in motion, Leisure. And nice tackle by number 23 of the Raiders, Me, coming up defensively. Makes the stop on number 27. I believe it's Diakite, last name. 52 coming in for the Raiders. Jackson Smith. 72 into the ball game. That's Elias Janot. On the defensive side of things for the Raiders, as the Colonels have picked up a first down. They'll have it 1st and 10. Martinez, the Colonel quarterback. 9:42 left, third quarter of play. Colonels are driving here, just outside midfield. Nice run, number 20 on the ball carrier, Zeb Leisure. And on the tackle, number 23, that's going to be James Me. So to bring up second down and about 3. So a gain of 7 on the play. Second down and 3 for the Colonels. Got a wideout coming near side here. 86. It's going to be Griffin Lind near side. Again, the Colonels all night long going that full house backfield. Martinez, handoff to Leisure. Got a close to a first down, but then he was pushed back by that Raider defense. 64, that's Me, number 23, and number 64 is John Ligon. So Ligon and Me on the stop for the Raiders. So to bring up a third down. Or did he get? No, I guess he did. He did get enough for the first down. So the Colonels did pick up that first down. They got a 1st and 10 now, and they're inside that Raider 45-yard line. We'll call it the 42, about the 41. 41-yard line. That's where the Colonels go to work here. They got a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. 8:27 left, third quarter play from Alumni. Dropped the ball, and Martinez was able to recover for Brattleboro. Pretty good crowd on hand. Usually freshman JV level, they have a good turnout, as in the past. Late arriving crowd, similar to the crowds on Friday night of the varsity game. This will be taped, so obviously this will air probably well after the varsity game coming up. The Raider varsity with a big game against BFA at home this Friday night. All right, Martinez, handoff. And gets about maybe 2 or 3 on the play. Carry was by, that was Ward on the carry for Brattleboro. So the Colonels will have it 3rd down and about 6. And with 7:27 left in the 3rd quarter, the Colonels trailing. The Raiders 12 and the Colonels 6. Got a wide out far side now. They run the option. Martinez has run that. Here he goes, running it again. Going to pitch at the last second. And there's a fumble, and let's see who's going to recover it. Raiders have recovered it. So it's going to be a Raider football. Nice play. I'm not sure who came up with the football. It might have been 83, and that would have been Braden Arnold. I'll tell you, Arnold's done a great job this evening. It might have been him coming up with the football. But so the Raiders get the stop. They get the ball back, and they'll take it 1st and 10. Let's see where they'll have it. Just about the 44-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 44-yard line. Coming into the ball game is your quarterback, number 24, Matt Lorman, with the play. So they'll go to work here with 6:56 left here in the 3rd quarter play. With the lead, 12-6. Lorman barking him out. He's got a man in motion. And second man through, that's going to be me on the carry. And he's carrying some Colonels with him as he goes through. Gets it up over midfield. And we got a Raider, we got a Colonel player down momentarily. Looks like he's going to get back up. There's been some hard hits out there this evening. So they're back up. Colonel's shaken up there momentarily. Look like 53, Connor Heiner. So Heiner's going to get a breather. And coming in at 61, Dylan Bailey. So Bailey's in for the Colonels. Raiders will have it 1st and 10 after that nice run by James Mee. Little pass out to Pocket, and it goes incomplete. Pocket, the intended receiver, out on the flat, and trying to complete that pass. It goes by the wayside, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Raiders. 6:14 left, 3rd quarter play. Been a nice ball game thus far. Again, you know, there's no these guys. They're not playing for a championship. The only reason why they play is you got to have some competition to see just how good you are, and it's important to make sure the kids understand. We're looking at the basic fundamentals here because this is where they got to grasp them at this level. If you don't get them here, you're not going to get them anywhere. And off to me, and he gets through that Brattleboro line inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. So important that these kids understand the basic fundamentals, and especially with everything going on with concussions today in sports. You really got, if you're on the defensive side of things, you really have to know you got to keep your head up when you're tackling. That's real important. Handoff goes to me, straight through the line, still going. Yeah, you can. He's gone. Touchdown Raiders. I'm looking for flags. There's none on the field. And James Mee gets the touchdown for the Raiders. They had it, that's about a 44-yard touchdown run for Mee, and it puts the Raiders up now 18-6 with 5:31 left in the 3rd quarter. So 18-6, Raiders on top. Nice run by Mee. The Raider offensive line doing a nice job just blowing some holes out there and made a nice path for me, and he took it the rest of the way on his own. 18-6 Raiders on top. Now we're going to go for 2 here. Me is the lone setback. Couple of wideouts. Pocket across the way, and he's got 22 Fenning on the near side. Over his head. It's over the head of James Me. Lorman's going to go back looking for somebody, and he tried to make something out of nothing, but he gets it back there, and at any rate, both teams back up the field, and it's the Raiders 18 and the Colonels 6. Okay, back at Alumni as we get ready for the Raider kickoff, and it's taken by Martinez, number 7 for the Colonels. Across the 30, 35, 40, 45. Finally ridden down over the 45-yard line. Martinez on the return for the Colonels. And I'm not sure, it might have been Pocket on the tackle for the Raiders. Colonels will be in good shape. They'll have the football 1st and 10 at about the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10 Colonels, 5:25 left here, third quarter. Raiders on top. They just tacked on a third touchdown. They're up 18-6. A nice run from about 44 yards out by James Me. So that's where we are at this point here. And the Colonel's ready to go to work. Martinez, your quarterback, I'm trying to find him now. They're doing a little funky direct snap. Got a man coming across in motion. Inside handoff. And it goes to number 3. That's Ward on the carry. Nice stop. Nice stop. Me was there, along with son of a gun, number 20. And, I wish I had that kid's name. Darn. But anyways, it could be someone. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just have to. Might be 20. No, there is a 21. I'll just try to find out who that is. At any rate, he made a nice play, number 20, along with me on the tackle for the Raiders. So, nice play defensively. It'll bring up a 2nd down at about 8 for Brattleboro. Got a man in motion. Whoa, and Martinez saved it from being disastrous. He actually made something out of nothing on that play. Picked up about 5 or 6 yards on the play. Ball was snapped high. Martinez took it down and was able to make something that looked pretty disastrous in the beginning. So it'll be a nice gain for the Colonels. It'll be a 3rd down and about 3. So it's a 3rd and 3 for Brattleboro. They'll have the football, and they have called a timeout, but I'll just, I'm in a talkative mood tonight, so I'll just keep, never mind shaking your head yet. Okay. I understand where you're coming from. But at any rate, nice game for the Raider freshman squad here. 18-6. They're up over the Colonels, and they've done a nice job offensively. Defense has been they've risen to the occasion when they've had to, and they've done a nice job defensively too. And it's all a learning process at this freshman level. I really enjoy. I've been away from this for a few years, and I was telling Stacy that I really enjoy getting back into it, and hopefully we can. Well, Stacy will be filming basketball this year, and hopefully I can steal away some time away from my coaching duties, and I'd like to do some play-by-play work for basketball this year too at Rutland High School. So here we go. Brattleboro ready to go here. 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for a 1st down as Martinez barks him out. 2nd man, whoa, now he gets the handle. 2nd man through is, look out, he's off to the races here. And a nice carry by number 3, Ward. And coming up with the tackle for the Raiders is 23, Mees over there, along with Pocket. So Me and Pocket defensively have done the job. And we got a whistle. We got an injury for Brattleboro. No, it's just timeout, I guess. And I guess we'll take a short break. I'll catch my breath, and then I'll be back. All right, we're back. We've got 3:34 and left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter of play. Roy Thomas, the Raider clock man there, doing a fine job this evening. And the handoff, second man through for the Colonels on the carry. Boy, the tough Raider defense. Nice job. And it was led by number 12. I don't have his. Now, we got a late flag coming in. And there was some extracurricular activity. Number 80 for the Colonels, Laporte, had the ball. He was over there. He got stopped by the Raider defense. They just gang tackled him. And then a late flag came in. Let's see what the call is. Got a holding against Brattleboro. Where'd the I thought it would have been an unsportsmanlike personal foul. Okay, I'm sorry. You got it. Personal foul. My eyesight is not what it used to be. Personal foul, both sides apparently. So they'll offset. Penalties will offset. We got 3:12 left here in the third quarter play. Raiders on top, 18-6 here from Alumni. Freshman football tonight, Wednesday night football. Next week we'll be back up here at Alumni. We'll be doing a game on Monday evening if Stacy can put up with me again for another evening of football. And that'll be a junior varsity ball game, so that'll be coming your way at a later date. All right, the Colonel's ready to go here. Second down and a bunch. At least, it looks like about 10 or 12 at least. And he drops it back, looking for a receiver. Martinez rolls it out. Looks, he's got Laporte, completes it, and down close to the 30. On the tackle is James Mee for the Raiders on the tackle. And Laporte makes the nice catch, and they pick up about, picked up 5 on the play. Got about 6 or 7 left here for a first down. So third down for the Brattleboro Colonels as they trail in this one. Raiders on top, 18-6. 2:20 left here in the third quarter. Now though, Martinez will bark him out. He's got a couple of wideouts here near side. Working out of the I formation. I don't know if that was a broken play. He kind of went back, looked like he wanted to hand to somebody, and nobody was there. So Martinez takes it himself, gets it close to the first down marker, and I'm not sure. It's going to be a fourth down. So he got it about a yard away. So it's going to be a 4th and 1 here for Brattleboro. There was an injury on the Brattleboro sidelines. That was the timeout we took there previously. I see the trainers coming across the way here, coming back over to the Raider side. A couple of student trainers for Rutland from Castleton. 23 now as he gets set. And again, he has to be set before that ball is hiked. Now they got a full house backfield. Martinez will take it on his own, and he gets, looks like it's going to be a first down for Brattleboro. So he picks up enough for the first down. They got a fresh set, and they'll go to work here roughly inside the 25-yard. We'll call it the 24. So the Colonels will have it 1st and 10, and the ball at the 24-yard line. We got 1 minute and 5 seconds left here, third quarter. This quarter has run really. This has been moving right along. But it'll do that if the more running plays you do. Obviously, your game is going to move a little quicker along here. Got a 1st and 10 for the Colonels. The pitch back, and again loses the handle. It was momentarily picked. Yeah, they got it. Raiders got it momentarily, got it back. And on the football for the Raiders is number 23. Who else? James Mee. Mee's been all over the field. I mean, he's done. He scored. He's had all 3 touchdowns for the Raiders this evening. So James Mee playing the defense just as well as he does on the offensive side of the ball. So James Mee comes up with the loose football, and the Raiders will have it. They'll go to work 1st and 10, and they're going to have the football about the 32-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Raiders. They lead in the ball game 18-6. Let's see if they, they should be able to get the play out. They got about 30 seconds left here in the quarter as they come up over the football. Lorman drops back, looking for somebody to toss it to. He's got a man. Nice catch. What a one-handed grab out there by number 22, Ryan Fenning. So Fenning there making the one-handed catch. And he gets the ball up to about the 40-yard line of the Raiders. And that's going to bring us just about to the end of the quarter here, I believe. Let's see. Still in the huddle. They're going to let it run down. So the Raiders will have it 1st and 10. That's the end of the third quarter play with your score. Your Raiders 18 and the Colonels 6. All right, back at Alumni, 4th and final quarter underway here as the Raiders will take it second down, I should say. And a handoff. Nice run in there by 23, Me on the carry. And a nice gain for the Raiders. Gets it up over the 45-yard line of Rutland to about the 47. Picks up a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They lead in this one, 18-6. It's freshman football here at Alumni on this Wednesday evening. Mark Carboneau along with Stacy Kent. And we're glad to be doing this. We're glad to be bringing it your way here. It's been a well-played ball game. Raider defense done a nice job this evening on that against the Colonels. Lorman, quarterback, hands it off. And he's drawing a crowd this time. Me with the carry. And on the tackle, looks like number 80. That's going to be Laporte with the tackle for the Colonels. So small gain. Second down and about 8 here coming up for Rutland. It's always fun doing ball games at this level because you never really know what to expect. You never know what's going to happen. 45 coming out near side is your wide out. That's Maxwell Paquette. Paquette here in the near side. Raiders out of the I formation. A couple of setbacks behind Lorman and looking to throw. Got a Paquette's out there. Makes the catch. Paquette off to the races. And he's finally brought down from behind. Nice play by Maxwell Paquette. Makes the catch. And Leisure came down to pick him up, or to tackle him. And the Raiders get a big pass play from Lorman to Paquette. And they're already up 18-6. The Raiders looking for more here with 10:27 left here, fourth quarter of play. Get the Raider cheerleaders down below. And the Raiders looking for another score here with Matt Lorman, number 24 at the helm. Doing a nice job out there at quarterback. A couple of setbacks behind him. He's got a wide out now, number 8. That's Zach Corsi in motion. There's the handoff to Me. Gets it inside the 10, close to the 6 or 7 yard line. Yeah, number 8, the wide out near side was Zach Corsi. Number 10, looking for number 10 out there. Christian Rhodes, number 10 on the sidelines. Going down through John Gatto, number 21 for the Raiders. Trying to pick up some of the kids that if we haven't mentioned their names, we'll try to get them in because it's our only freshman game of the year. And the handoff number 2 on the carry, that's going to be John Michael. Michael with the carry, gets it inside the, well, we'll call it the 3. How about the 2? What's that? Well, we'll call it third down and the ball, third down with the ball just about at the 3 yard line of the Colonel. So the Raiders knocking on the door here with 9:05 left in the fourth quarter of play. Already up on top, 18-6. Done a nice job. They've very few penalties. We had a few penalties in that third quarter, first half. Fourth quarter's been a lot better there penalty-wise. Lorman gone to the keeper, trying to get around the corner, and he doesn't quite get there. Nice play by Brattleboro, the defender coming up on the play is number 5, Matt Gabriel, coming up to make the tackle on the Raider quarterback. So Lorman with 8:26 left, him and the Raiders looking for something here. They got a fourth down. They did lose on that play. So they dropped it back to about the 8 yard line, 7 or 8 yard line. So that's where the Raiders will have it. They'll have it fourth down now. And Stacy's getting tired there. She's been standing. It has gotten a little nippy here. Well, it is the middle of October, early October. Nice handoff there. Gets it to Me, but nothing doing there. He might have picked up a yard. Oh, we got a late flag coming in here. I don't know. Personal foul maybe a face mask. Let's see. This may go against the Colonels. Because the Raider or the Colonel offense is already coming on the field. So let's see. Dead ball foul. Personal fouls against Brattleboro. That's going to give the Raiders a first down. That should give them. They should retain possession and they'll have it. I would think. It's a dead ball foul. White ball. Okay, so it's white. It is, okay, so it's a Brattleboro ball. All right, I thought, okay, I misspoke. No, it was a dead ball foul, so it was obviously after the play, so it didn't really have any bearing on the play. All right, so the Colonels will have it. 7:55 left here in the fourth quarter play. The Raiders on top 18-6. And the Colonels will have it 1st and 10 at about the 6-yard line as soon as they spot it down here. All right, Martinez, number 7, Colonel quarterback. He's been at the helm all evening here. Got a full house backfield, and that's the way the Colonels have been running it most of the evening. Boy, almost got him in the end zone. Almost was tackled there. Trying to get around the corner. Looked like number 3 on the carry. That's Ward. And Ward gets it across the way. Pickup of about 6 or 7. They should have a second down and about, second down and 3. So second down and 3 for the Colonels. 7:10 left here, fourth quarter. And I apologize if you heard that on the air. I'm trying to. That's what happens when I talk too much. 6:57 here. Second down and short here for Brattleboro. Big hole coming through. Look out. And still going up over the 20-25 yard line. Loose ball at the end of the play, but the player was down. 27 on the carry. That's Diakite on the carry for Brattleboro, number 27. And we apologize, number 12 out there for the Raiders. I don't have a name to go with a number, and also number 20 this evening. I wasn't able to get a name to go with that number. And both, I believe both players, they've played well both on the defensive side of the ball. So the Colonels now with a 1st and 10, fresh set of downs, 6:28 left, and we're rolling right along here in the fourth quarter of play. That's Ward on the carry. And the Raider defense snuffed that out. No gain on the play. Might have lost a yard or so. We'll give the tackle to 52, Jackson Smith. So Smith and company on the tackle. 10 checks in for the Raiders. That's Christian Rhodes. I better put that in because Mrs. Rhodes did stop by the booth there, so she'll be looking. She'll come looking for you though, because you're the camera person. I won't see her again. It's the only freshman game we're doing. So we've got a second down and a bunch here, a little bit, about a 12 yards to go for that first down for the Colonels. And he gets loose, still going. Over the 30, 35, close to the 40-yard line. The ball carrier for the Colonels, once again, 27 on the carry, Diakite. And dropped by a host of Raiders there. So it'll bring up a 1st and 10. The Colonels are moving the ball pretty well here. 5:30 left in the fourth quarter of play from Alumni. Freshman football tonight on 15 PEGTV. And it's good to be back on the air. So a 1st and 10 for the Colonels. A couple of setbacks behind Martinez. Actually, he had the full house backfield. We got somebody took off a little bit too early. We got a procedure call. So, not to try to school anybody in the booth here with me on the game, but it's supposed to be set, and when someone moves or takes off a little bit too early, that's a false start. Illegal procedure. So they're looking at a 1st and 15 for the Colonels. Martinez. That's a loose football. Looked like it was shot out of a cannon there. And it got away from the Carboneau ball carrier and ended up in Raider, in the hands of a Raider player. I'm not sure. It might have been Paquette. Somebody was near the football there. I believe it was Paquette with the football. So the Raiders will take over. They'll have the ball 1st and 10. As soon as they get a football out there. And they're going to spot it just about at the Brattleboro 40, well, we'll call it the 43, 44-yard line. All right, so we're ready to go. Raiders go to work here. They've got a 18-6 lead here, and the Raider coaching staff's going to call a timeout. So we'll take a short break and be back momentarily. All right, we're back at Alumni here, and Raiders have a 1st and 10 ready to go as the pitch goes to, let's see, 21 on the carry, John Gatto. So Gatto, I haven't seen him. Well, actually, he hasn't gotten. He got a couple of carries. They called his number first part of the ball game, and then he kind of disappeared after that. It's been James Mee most of this evening for the Raiders out of that backfield. He scored all 3 touchdowns for the Raiders this evening, and they've really done a nice job defensively. That's probably more. I don't know. That means more in a ball game, I think. Anytime your defense does a great job, your offense is going to get the ball more times. Nice handoff. That looks, boy, he took a hit him in the shoulder pads pretty good. Got a pretty good pop there. Number 22 for the Raiders. That's Ryan Fenning. Fenning on the carry now. So the Raiders are looking at a 3rd down, 3:45 left here. 4th quarter, about 3rd and 5 for Rutland, and the football inside that 40-yard line of the Colonels. We'll call it the 36-yard line. 21 checking out. Gatto comes out of the ball game for the Raiders. 3rd down and 5. Handoff. This goes to Paquette this time, and Paquette scampers inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line for the Raiders. So a 1st down is picked up by Paquette. Paquette is in the backfield on that play. He's been the wideout most of the evening and has done a nice job defensively too in that defensive backfield for Rutland. Paquette checks out, and checking back in is John Gatto. 3:02 left. Clock is running here, and the Raiders on top, 18-6. Freshman football tonight from Alumni Field. 1st and 10 Raiders. Handoff, and nothing doing. Well, he got maybe a yard or maybe a couple yards, and then he was picked up. 22 on the carry. That would have been Fenning again. We got whistles, and what do we got? We got a timeout. So we'll take a short break and be back. All right, back in Alumni, we had a timeout for an injury. One of the Brattleboro players was shaken up, and they had to take him off the field via stretcher, and the Rutland Regional has showed up. So that's why we've took a short break, and we're back now. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got 2:35 left in the ball game. The Raiders on top, 18-6, and this is me on the carry with, let's see, they had a... Yep, looking for the down marker. So that'll bring up a 3rd down now for the Raiders. They have an 18-6 lead over the Colonels, and the injured Colonel player, it looked to be number 80, which was Will Laporte, Brattleboro tight end. So a 3rd down for the Raiders. Lorman, handoff, number 2 across the way. He's got a nice run going. John Michael on the carry, number 2 for the Raiders. As Lorman will get Matt Lorman, the Raider quarterback, number 24, will bring in the play from the sidelines. 1:53 and counting as 4th quarter of action here from Alumni. Freshman football this evening on Channel 15, PEGTV, bringing you local sports your way. Wide out is Paquette on the far side. Couple of setbacks behind Lorman. And he's just going to take a knee on a 1st and 10. So that's going to That'll run the clock down. So by the time the Raiders regroup, probably looking at a couple more plays. They'll take a knee a couple more times, and that'll probably wrap it up here. Raiders get on the board early. Well, about midway through that first quarter, went up 6-0, and then the Colonels came back and tied it up and made it 6-6. Lorman will take another knee. Colonels tied it up 6-6. The Raiders took the lead at halftime. It was 12-6, and then the Raiders tacked one on in the second half to make it 18-6, and it was James Mee, the running back for the Raiders, that scored all 3 touchdowns. Raider defense, though, did a nice job shutting down Brattleboro and just allowing the 1 touchdown this evening. So again, freshman level football, you work on the basic fundamentals, and they look good on defense. And the Raiders look smart on offense. They were running off some nice plays. So 17 seconds and counting, and applause go out for the Raider faithful here as time running down. And again, the teams will line up, and this been a good evening. The weather worked out. Weather cooperated, and the Raiders come away with an 18-6 victory over the Brattleboro Colonels here. This is one and only freshman contest this year, and hopefully down the road, Stacy and I can do some more football games in the future. Definitely one more game coming up on 15 at the lower level, and that'll be a JV game on Monday evening to wrap things up here at Alumni. And then look for us during the basketball season. We'll definitely be putting together some games for you. So for Stacy Kent, Mark Carboneau saying you're from Alumni Field. The final score of tonight's freshman football game, the Raiders 18 and the Colonels 6. Have a good evening.